Hey guys, this is Ginger, and I'm back with another short expression. Today, I want to talk about this young man here that's on the screen. He talks about being mulatto, and he's kind of funny with it, but it's cute. But he just wanted to tell us about his trials and tribulations of being a biracial, a mulatto. He was saying how about his unique experience because he was saying like he goes through shit through both sides of his family, and he mentioned about his mother being white and calling him a little nigget, and his father calling him his side him calling him a cracker, and he's right. I'm glad I never had to experience that, but you know what? He still considers himself light skinned. He classified himself as light skinned, and usually I'm going to say this again because I've said it before in my other commentary. Usually, the term light skin is referred to someone black who has two black parents, but you do have a lot of biracials who use that title, light skin. And it's kind of confusing because you got half of the mulattoes, fighting to have this title as mulatto. They don't want to be blended in with black people because truthfully that's where they placed them with us. And then you got one that's like he's feel like he's mulatto, but yet he feel like the title is light skin. And then I also did one prior to this one about a girl who did not want to be classified as mulatto or biracial because she says she was raised by her dad and she'd rather be seen as a black woman, a light skinned black woman. So, it's just confusing. But like I said this in my older commentary. When people are looking at you and looking at me, and regardless of the upbringing in the background, all they see is light skin and maybe some curly hair. Some of them might have curly hair. They don't sit to take the time to go, oh, this person's biracial, or that person is light skin. Especially when you got mulattoes calling themselves light skin. I'm like, it's confusing to me with them. What do you want? You want to be light skin, or do you want to be classified as mulatto? But like I said, they're kind of torn because I have seen some mulattoes on here classify themselves under the title light skin. Okay, but when people are looking at us, at light skinned blacks and mulattoes, they're not taking the time to say, oh my God, you know what? I think he has a white parent, or this one got two black parents. All they see is skin shade. And as far as traveling, like I said before, on your birth certificate, it states black. No matter if you light skinned black or you mulatto or not, they classify you as black. Okay? But I don't know. I'm just trying to get an understanding. Do mulattoes want to be considered mulatto, or do they want to be considered light skinned? Because they still consider, to a lot of other people, they still consider light skinned. But I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna let you listen to this young man because he's kind of funny. He's like coming across very funny about it, but he's serious. He said, if Steph Curry get another ring and Drake dropped this album, he feel like light skinned people will be back on top. And I don't even think Steph Curry is mulatto, but we'll see about that. But I'm gonna let this play out for you guys. You have a good day.
If I was reincarnated right now and God told me, yo, choose an ethnicity that you want to be, I would choose to be light skinned every time. Now, the fall of light skins needs to be studied. Back when I was in like 6th grade, being light skinned was the pinnacle of my life. Everywhere I went, everyone was telling me how lucky I am to be light skinned, how much they like my hair. But now all girls want is dark black dreadheads. Now you're probably asking me, why do I want to be light skinned then? Because the stuff I see on my white side of my family cannot be seen on my black side of the family. And the stuff I see on the black side of the family cannot be replicated by the white side of the family. I get to experience all of it. Both families are crazy in their own way. And only other light skins will understand what I'm saying. None of you have experienced your pure white mother calling you her little niglet. None of you have experienced my midnight dark black dad calling me a cracker. Those are strictly original experiences. Now that Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef set light skins back a couple hundred years. But once Drake drops this Iceman album and Curry wins ring number 5, light skins will be back on top.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here. But you guys, you make sure you hit the like button so we get this into the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and share. And also go look at some of my older commentary. Until next time.